Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for October 27th, 2021, also being timeless. So wherever you're catching it in time, it could be either horribly relevant, horribly irrelevant, you hate my guts, or you love the show. Hey, how's it going? This is General Collective. Don't ever force these bad boys to fit your life. That goes for these, the mini reads. And hey, if you're booking a personal session with me, don't ever force something to fit your life. Ask for clarification in a private session, not a collective. So, what brings you here today? Oh no, let's find out. So, where are we going to kick this off with? All right, listen with an open heart and an open mind. If you've been here longer than 5 minutes, you know the deal. So, I love this guy. He sets his sights out. He is taking action. He could be slow about it. That's something else. But I also feel like I say he, it's unisex. Gender does not matter. Somebody is finally taking action. They're setting their sights out, and it looks like they are making a move. There's a new beginning, a very passionate beginning behind this. So this actually might be a personal connection of sorts. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I see a huge new start that is coming in. Somebody is over a karmic situation, and they are ready to make a lot of changes in their life. This could be you, this could be them, this could be the guy at the corner store. I'm not sure. So we're going to look even more into it. Another king energy. All right, Spirit, what the heck is going on? Because I'm seeing this masculine energy cut through all the BS and really make some sort of a move. I see a lot of oomph in this. I see a lot of confidence. I really do. This person, they're staring straight out. They're not looking down at their feet. They're not cowering. I feel like this is something that would have been done in the past. Interesting. Okay. What the heck is this involving? Okay. It's very emotional. I see fulfillment. I see peaceful. I feel like this is coming out of nowhere. All right. Maybe it's a job. I don't know. No, it's commitment. This is some sort of a committed connection. Could be romantic, could be committed in the crazy sense. Not really feeling that. However, this is something that has not worked and that I do feel like you have healed from. And now, here we are. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we have you making all the groundwork. You see how they're in the desert? Why would you wear metal armor in the desert? I feel like this is overprotection. But also, in that overprotection, this person kind of screws himself because that metal's going to get hot. That metal is going to become sweltering. Are you kidding me? That could burn you. What are you doing? I see that this is maybe overthinking and overcautioning things, but there's still this drive behind it. So I feel like you have been doing an extraordinary amount of healing. You're seeing the break in the horizon where the dawn is really approaching. I mean that in the most figurative way. So what I'm seeing here is this particular energy. There might be somebody who's overdoing it in your world. Why? Why is this a thing? Somebody overcompensating for something? Somebody who overprepares. Some cases that's good, but in this one I'm feeling like this is probably not the best plan of action. What is this doing? I get masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man. It doesn't even have to be romantic. This is some form of a commitment that is going into play right here. I love getting notifications while I'm recording. So I'm like, huh? And you see me cock my head too. Just, what are you going to do? You can't even turn off the notifications. It doesn't always work. All right, somebody's holding themselves back in a very superficial sense. It's almost like self-deception, because if you look super closely, you see this person's peeking out from that makeshift blind that they put on themselves. No, I can't see. I'm not seeing the surprise party that's waiting for me. I can't see the candles everywhere. Oh, dear God, where am I? You're lying to, if somebody's lying to themselves about obvious things, either that or that's what they were doing. Maybe this person, this could be you. Maybe this feels like it's so in your face too. It's lying to yourself about the obvious. I'm looking outside right now. It's raining, but I would tell myself that it's clearest sky I've ever seen. It's that kind of deception that's going on, self-deception, or that's what has occurred in the past. And this is a committed connection. All right. Now that I've abused the word committed, let's see what's up. I know, I'm tired of hearing it already. So what do we have? Somebody was emotionally manipulative. And I also feel like there was rejection that went on. Somebody was emotionally unstable. And it turned into some sort of a profit for either you or them. Not that you took advantage of somebody's terrible nature or non-stable nature. This is involving personal connections. I think you move beyond codependency in your life. And I completely understand that. You don't need anybody. That has been exhausted in your life. You could be fine and walk this world alone. You don't want to, but you could do it if you had to. So I see that you actually stopped relying on other people, freed yourself of those expectations, and really you put the investment on yourself. If you were dating yourself, I think that would be probably the best relationship I've ever seen. You, my dear, were so over everybody, friends, family, lovers. I think that you're just done with everybody's garbage, done with all these unwarranted expectations. And what I'm seeing here is you started holding back in those. And I do feel like you stopped letting people have access to you. And by that, you kind of put the investment in on yourself, didn't you? It must be so exhausting being so strong. And I know that's been a theme recently. I know I've said this before in the recent videos. It's not going to just switch overnight. This is not just a flip. This is some sort of a continuation and a final spot of a particular place in your life, and it is involving connections, personal connections, very intricate connections. I feel like you got out of a very challenging theme of connections in your life, where I feel like the same type of person was showing up. And then you find your swing again. You find your confidence. I feel like you fall in love with nobody other than this beautiful beast right here. I think that the world became so large for you, and it became a point of exploration. I'm getting pulled to the Saints and Angels, so I'm going to take out the cards that meshed with it. All right, what do you need to know? Safe travel. All right, the reborn, the journey, healthful eating. Yeah, you can have an apple if you like, unless you're allergic. But anyway, healthful eating, I don't really necessarily think that's what you are physically ingesting. I feel like this is more along the lines of what you're consuming through all of your personal facets. I think that's the word I want. Through your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your touch, your smell, all of those. How do you consume the environment around you. What are you consuming as far as the people you come across, the environments you put yourself in, and what you're listening to? You're feeding into this new reprogramming that you're doing with yourself right now. And I think that there's a lot of discernment in what you are going to be consuming. Activist, the Mother Teresa, generosity. You have a lot of things to give, but a flying what is not one of them. I call that healthy boundaries. You have this new path that is in front of you. I think that you are craving information. I think that you're craving not just an education or a learning experience. I think that you're entering in life with a newfound sense of curiosity. So there's really nothing that is holding you back. I feel like you probably came out of the dark night of the soul recently. Either that or this is what you're assessing right now. And I feel like you're not holding back, which is where the flying F's comes. I love this curiosity, I do. I also think that you're working in manifestation, and I think that this is even making you more bold and curious as to what it is that you can, in a positive sense, manipulate to evolve in front of you. Now, when you say manipulation, you think, oh, they're going to take advantage of this person, that situation. No. This is manipulating the energy that's in front of you, not in a person, but in the art of manifesting. So what can you make with what is around you? That, it almost feels like you are the sculptor of that. And what you're calling in and what you're calling in to be evolved in front of you. I'm going to use that word. I like that word. This is something that I think that you have to pay very close attention with what intentions you are putting into this. So as your mind drifts and wanders, as you're getting used to manifesting in front of you, are you letting your mind drift and wander to where fear goes, where disadvantage goes? Do you think of limited resources? Are you remembering times when there was scarcity around you? These are all things that you are infusing into this new experience, into this rebirth. So now I'm not telling you to act like there's an elephant in the room. We don't talk about it. I'm seeing this as more along lines of be the guardian at the gate of your thought process. Now, there are things that you don't allow in, fine and dandy, but you can't not acknowledge that they are there. You have to give it the acknowledgement and see where it stems from in order to release it. Because if you're just not going to look at what's knocking at your door, you're not going to know where this is coming from. And if you want to know where this is coming from, you got to know, well, you got to be able to look at it. But also, I think where my mind was going with that one was you have to see where it's coming from in order to tell it which direction to go. Now, some of you might be going, well, you could tell it to go with itself. Yeah, you could do that, but really, we want closure on this situation, which I see that the intrusive thoughts that are coming about now, or the insecure, limited mindset, where it's coming from, you're going to embrace that memory, that mindset, that aspect, and you're going to lovingly release it. Embrace it to let it know that it's safe, that it doesn't have to be here. And that is a huge awareness groundbreaker, I feel, on that one. So the playing the music, that is also working with the consumption. What are you listening to? What are you playing? What are you even replaying in your head when it comes to connections in your life? If you look at what has occurred in these connections, whether it's friends, family, lovers, classmates, colleagues, it doesn't matter. You start to see the repetitive patterns and how same energy show up with different faces and names and different levels of the same lesson. So what do you need to be mindful of to release? We're going to use Rider Waite. What is this? First off, that you are forgotten, that you don't exist, that you don't matter. That's a mindset that you really got to learn how to let go of, because it doesn't matter what your shape, size, color, or anything of that is. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are. You make quite an impact. So you got to get over this idea that you are There's a nothingness to you. It's going to be further from the truth. And also, you got to learn how to get over your fear of it's a paradox, because there's control, but also the lack of control. If that makes any sense. You have all the control and the magic in the world, but the lack of control is, how do I want to word that? Oh, that your power is going to be taken away from you, and that there's going to be some sort of a backlash, and that all the action in your life is a karmic payout. It's not you constantly paying the debt of some sort of karmic injustice in your life. You don't have to worry about the other shoe dropping. So the relationships that are coming in, they are not here to hurt you. It's not always a karmic lesson. It's not always a karmic tie. That mindset needs to stop. Yes, everybody and everything has something to teach you in this life. Not everything in your life is meant to be that harsh lesson. This is what you're coming to terms with right now. So this is letting that stressor, letting it pass. And getting that burden off of you. You're not constructed to suffer. So, what do you have to look forward to? I love this. Holy crap, check out the mini reads. You have abundance, you have a cycle ending, and a beautiful new loyal one beginning. I see an empire being built. This is great. And look, it's a choice. What are you going to feed into? You have your balance, you have your restoration. It's a lot of Libra energy around this. I don't feel like this is an isolated person. I feel like this is balance of energy and karmic justice. So this is a lot of earth energy around here. And I see that you are feeding into the discipline and feeding into the security. The security is being fed in by the discipline. So it's kind of like this mutual merriment. And you're not letting your emotions override you. I see that you honor and wear your emotions proudly, but you also are taking the divine guidance on this. There is not an etching on these pictures that is accidental at all. There's so much balance and I think confidence being restored in you. 6 is dealing with the intimate circles. So this is an intimate connection of sorts to you. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. There is a break on the horizon. Things are finally going to start to get better. So that's what you have to look forward to. The break of codependent relationships and unstable masculinity and the constant stream of never-ending same story. I see wish fulfillment, big, magnificent changes that are really going to set to overwhelm, I think, your grandest ideas. You're letting the past go. You're not going to feed into it anymore. It's not going to overwhelm you, and it's also not going to dampen your passion and zest for life. The Hermit card is talking about your awakening, and the Ace of Wands is talking about the zest for life coming back to you. I gotta check the time. I should probably turn off this, by the way. Okay, I have another minute. And not because of this, it's because I have to get my son on the bus. I'm still a mom, okay? Okay? Jeez, crap. I see a lot of reunions coming into play. I see a lot of celebrations coming into play. If you are in the kindred spirit, deep soul connection, bond type of relationship aspect that you're looking at, this can talk about the union, the 1111 card. Yeah, that's right. That exists. And also celebratory, party, even weddings, for God's sakes. There's a lot to look forward to. This is everything that should really get you excited. So let's see. There's no fight. I feel like there's been a huge surrender to this. And you need to work on rewriting the future with this, because your boundaries, what you say and what you do, is going to matter in how this plays out. So you stop tiptoeing around what you truly do want. Stop tiptoeing. What are you doing? Listen, you're lying to yourself. Did I shuffle these again? Ugh, God. Anyway, new grounding energy is coming into play. You have to be very intentional with the seeds that you are sowing right now, but I see a very positive outcome. Oh my goodness. Final cards from, where do I want them from? The Saints and Angels. No, the messages from the Magical Fairies. What is this? Sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods. You're incredibly sensitive right now, and this is going to go into your relationships, which are entered with integrity. You need some grounding work. This has twin flame energy around it, and your crown chakra has been drop-kicked open. These are deep soul-bound connections. The work has been done, the work is being done, and you are going to continue to do the work, and you are ascending. I genuinely hope that this made sense. Pay attention to the signs around you, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Hey there, gorgeous. If you found your glorious way across this, chances are you need a mini message. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. What do you need an answer to right now? First, I think that you need to understand a few things. I'm in upstate New York, and it is a very windy and rainy October day. Oh my God. It's beautiful. I love it. It's kind of knocking off all the semi-dying leaves. It's a nor'easter in October. I remember when I had my son Michael about 10 years ago. We had a nor'easter about this time, feet of snow for Halloween. Like, they had to plow for Halloween. Oh my God. Okay, yes, I'm shutting up and I'm getting to the reading. Listen, we have a huge message coming through. A lot of major arcana. So, looks like somebody is emotionally unhinged. Somebody is acting very immature because they're stressed out. This feels like retaliation. Don't worry. All is going to be well in Wonderland. However, somebody's having some sort of a crazy outburst right now that you feel like you have to defend yourself from. And it looks like this is, you wouldn't say or do anything otherwise, but this is really something that is stressing you out. And the stress is seemingly getting to the better of you. So, I think that you need to reestablish some sort of a boundary or tell somebody to F off. Honestly, whoever this is, they know what they're saying and that what they're doing is effed up and wrong. Why are you entertaining this? You don't need to partake in this. Listen, sometimes you're going to be better off without particular people surrounding you. You don't need that energy. And this is actually saying, recognize their BS exactly for what it is. It's a repetitive pattern, and that you've seen with this person. I think that you actually might have to bap them off. I mean that in the most non-violent way. Like, not talk to them, not entertain their calls or anything like that. I'm not saying anything illegal or horrifying. Oh God, don't do it. You need to have your balance restored. You need to find your center. And I think that getting away from this particular energy is probably going to be the best thing for you. They feel stressful, toxic, annoying above all else. Don't buy into it. I got to start this message over. It is running on way too long. I can't do that. It's involving way too many cards. Spirit, we got to simplify because this is obnoxious. If you found your way across this, I want to give you a short and sweet, simple message right now. What do you need to know? We're using right away, and hopefully it's not like an epilogue to a novel, for God's sakes. Is that what goes in the beginning of it? Is it the epilogue in the beginning? No, wait, it's the prologue. There's prologue and epilogue. I'm going to have to look this up after. I completely forgot. Surrender. Yay. Feeling like you can't. No, there's a point of surrender here. Gift being given to you. Breaking free. Somebody is giving an offering. It's a pure offering that is growing. Ooh, this is something that you want. It's going to take time. It's going to take discipline. Yes, this feels like a gift, and I feel like somebody has cut you loose from that tree, which you were hanging in the hangman position. You're free. This is setting you free. There is a sense of harsh environment and an issue with being able to survive in the conditions. Somebody is getting away from some sort of crazy, stressful tirade type like energy. We have the Hierophant in reverse. This is challenging beliefs. And let's see. This is a piece of work right here. A lot of cards, yes. Not nearly as many as the ones that I just had to redo from because, again, running on wasn't working. There is a major stressor in either your life or somebody who's connected to you. It looks like there's a lot of hard work ahead and they're not even sure that they want to do that. Or this is you. Are you even sure that this is something that you want to partake in? Is the risk worth the rewards? And this is a huge contemplation time for you. Whatever your choice is, you have to understand that as long as it's you who is making this choice, you're going to feel good about the outcome because you are an active participant in your role in destiny. If you just try and give this away and let all the cards fall where they may, you're going to be angry right now because it literally nothing will happen. Nothing will change. Everything will stay the same. And this is exactly what has kept you in the hangman position for so long. You have a lot of work in front of you. You have to decide on whether or not it's worthwhile. I hope that that made sense. Is it going to be worth it? Well, the choice is already made. Follow through with it. If you found your way across this, chances are you need a mini message. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. We have very distinct choices and outcomes with those choices. So let's see, we have the World in reverse, something that is, you have to see where the work is not going to pay off and that somebody is avoiding working on themselves and they're dealing with a lot of insecurities. Maybe you're dealing with a lot of insecurities. I'm not even talking smack about you. We all have insecurities. No matter how confident we are, there's always something there that we feel needs to be worked on that we kind of can't escape. It's the elephant in the room, the one we don't want to talk about. We got to focus on that right now. This is definitely involving a new phase. Ooh. So I see that the risk is definitely going to be worth the reward in here. What I'm seeing is huge sense of abundance following through, and I also see huge sense of loyalty. You're wondering about the place in loyalty and how big of a chance this is. Your worries are about to be squashed, stomped out right in front of you. So, ooh, too many cards. They just flew into my lap. Okay, one more card, Spirit. Let's be cool about this. Or, you know, just not as many as it was before. This is coming in sooner than you think. Change in plans. This is a major change in plans. You need to have a can-do attitude with this. First off, you're going to come through. You have all the tools. This is involving really intimate situations, really close to you. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it is something that is very intimate to you, and it very much involves you. So I do feel like you are the master in this one. Like you are master of ceremonies. You are the conductor of this. This is going to have a major effect on you, and there is going to be a major change in plans, and you have to be prepared to adapt to anything that is thrown your way. So I'm seeing that you have all the preparedness, all the resources that you need, and I'm seeing that there is a mountain that you're going to have to climb, but you're not there yet. This is the pre-work, the pre-game to it. So know that the payoff is going to be big. It's going to have its own challenges in getting there. You're going to have to face every one of your insecurities. However, the payoff is well worth it, and you are more than capable of making this happen. There's a lot of positive choices that are working in your favor, and there is, I guess, a lot of information that you're going to have thrown your way. Hey there, gorgeous. If you found your way across this, your back is breaking. Maybe literally, maybe figuratively. Maybe your back is really stiff. There is so much pressure that is on you. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. You are facing some challenges right now, but this being so assertive and plowing through this is not the way to go. You really got to zone in and focus on the task at hand. Don't rush through it. You're going to end up overlooking something. This is an investment that you have to make. Let's see. This is also involving seeds that have been planted beforehand. They're starting to sprout, and you're not sure what's growing in their place. I mean this in a very figurative way. I mean, don't go out and check your garden right now. I'm sure that it's probably ready for the harvest. Chariot has been all over the board. Something is coming and charging for you. We have this. It's the ending of a very painful cycle. I think that you have, all right, some sort of, you know, I shuffle these cards, right? So this is kind of obnoxious. Okay. Listen, you're having a major payoff for your patience, for your perseverance, and for, I guess, God, this is going to happen so fast. It's taking forever, yet it's happening so fast. Make that make sense. You have a major payoff for all of your consistency, your patience, your perseverance, your attitude about this. This is huge about you. I'm very excited for you in this, and I also feel like there's a huge door that you have to walk through right now. So it's going to be a yes or a no. And what I see is a lot of earth energy with this. There's a ton of earth energy. You need to know that you have the freedom of choice in this. If you feel obligated to go in one certain direction, you're going to reject it. You're going to rebel against it. And this is not something to trap you. If you feel like you're walking into something that is manipulating you to walk to a certain angle or to a certain area, you are going to light that right on fire in the most non-arsonist kind of way possible. I'm talking very figurative here. But you have a lot of communication that is coming in. It's going to be fast. It's almost hasty right now. So I'm seeing the anxiety, but I'm also seeing you have to have the mind over your emotions in this. I really hope that that made sense. There's a huge payoff coming for you. Hey there, beautiful. If you found your way across this, chances are you need a mini message. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. What do you need to know right now? Okay, bottom of the deck. Final nail in the coffin. Something is over. What's over? Is it your weight? Is it... I'm not talking, you know, your physical lbs. Not talking that. Is the weight, W-A-I-T, over. So, what's going on? Fudge. 10 to a 1, huh? God. Can you be any more snarky? You're starting to see some sort of payoff. I think that you're really proud of yourself, and really you should be. In this, you have become not the master of ceremonies, but you have become the master of the situation. You've mastered your feelings, you've mastered your emotions and your reaction. Nobody can take your reaction away from you. Nobody can take your calmness from you. And I think that that is the huge embodiment that is you. So justice. I think that this is about karma balance. How does it feel to, you know, hear karma and just know that this is totally for you? And that it's not karma biting you in the butt. Whatever you did, it was in the right. So then we have getting rid of codependencies. What I'm seeing here is there is nothing more to be learned from these types of people in your life, these types of situations where there's a commitment to unhealthy situations and not following God, that is a huge one. I think that you're starting to see people who are drinking the crazy punch on this. You know, people who almost are, they feel manipulative. It feels kind of cult-like. So I think that you're starting to see people's malintentions with what they're trying to get you to believe, what they're trying to get you to follow. I don't mean in the masses. This is in your everyday waking circles. So somebody in your life is a total, it feels like a vocal sham. Somebody who is relying on your, they were relying on your loyalty. And I don't feel like you did it misled. I feel like it was something that was taken advantage of, manipulated, and exploited. And you saw their true colors, and now you're pulling away from it. You're following your gut and your instinct on this. And I also feel like the worst of it is over. I feel like you have a really strong sense of self and a really strong sense of right and wrong, and that you are seeing somebody and it's completely against your gut. It's giving you those awful, negative, even nauseated feeling. So I see that you are repelling that. So we have this over here. The truth about this person is being revealed. And thank the Lord. So I see that something is coming in new that you can plant. I think that you're striking out on your own with this. And I also feel like we have, I think that you're stepping up. Honestly, I feel like you're stepping up. This is the coolest thing about it. First off, you're walking away from these unhealthy, manipulative people in your life, which you see that their tower is about to get struck anyways. You know that somebody is about to be called out, and thank God that you are not getting caught in that mass. And I mean like the masses of, you know, whatever their following is. And I don't mean this on a grand scale. Again, this is just like super cliquey type people. This could be in the family. This could be in your circle of friends. This could be even at like a local church or something like that. It could be on any scale. I'm not talking about masses. I need you to understand that. But I see that something about somebody who has had a huge reputation and following for a while in your circle is being revealed right now. So whoever this is, whoever's deception has been at a disservice towards you or anybody else, understand that they're about to be revealed right now. And honestly, this is a huge cycle for you to let go and to not be deceived again, because you are, again, following your gut and you're going to find out why this was. And I'm very excited for you. I feel like you have kind of woken up in a way, not that you were, not that you were not awake before. That's not what I'm saying. It's just we idealize certain people in our life, whether it's our parents, whether it's our friends, whether it's siblings, whether it's, you know, people who have a high standing in whatever their environment is. So what I'm seeing here is them getting knocked down a peg, getting knocked into reality, and you being either vindicated or validated. I really hope that this doesn't sound like something where I should be wearing a tinfoil hat, but I need you to understand that it's not on a massive scale. This is in your own circle. I really hope that that made sense. I'm sending you so much love.